when the music's over. When the music's over here. When the music's over, turn up the lights, turn up the lights, turn up the lights. Yeah, yeah. When the music's over. When the music's over. When the music's over, turn up the lights, turn up the lights, turn up the lights. Put the music in your special friend. Dance on fires, it intends. Music is your only friend. Until the end, until the end, until the
There we go. Hello, everyone. Hope you're doing well on this wonderful Monday evening, October 7th, and it is 5:50 p.m. here in the Pacific time zone. And the temperature right now is around 75 degrees, but it's been very, very hot recently. We've had a huge heat wave that hit us the first week of October, basically, and starting October 1st. They said it was going to be 2 or 3 days. We're going to get some hot weather. Next thing you know, it's like 7 days of very hot weather, especially for San Francisco, because keep in mind, we don't really have air conditioning here. It very rarely gets up to, even 75 degrees, but lately it's been like 85, 90, 95 degrees. And so yeah, we're trying to get through the heat wave, and so hopefully it will be over soon. And we have a lot of our good friends in the chat. Yahya, the transit guy, another stream by Robert. Yes, you're first. And magically ever Melanie. Welcome to Melanie. Nice to see you again. And Cynthia Ava says, hi there, how's everyone tonight? Just popping in to say hello. Not sure how long I can stay for. Oh, no worries, Cynthia. No worries. We're just hanging out here on a Monday evening. Another very hot day. I've got, just trying to stay cool here. I've got my Fresca with ice here. And Yeah. Is it still muted? No, it should be fine, right? Hello, Robert says plush Mickey from Hawaii, Elizabeth. And we have Sebastian. Hey, my man, Robert. Hey, my man, Sebastian. How you doing, sir? Welcome. I'm so glad to see you again. And David C is with us as well. How's David enjoying the heat? I hope you live in San Francisco as well. You mentioned, so let me know what you're thinking of this weather. Yahya says hello to everyone that's joining in now. Yes, 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 yes. Welcome. Even in a really fancy apartment like this, we don't have air conditioning. So. I hope everyone is enjoying their Monday. Monday's traditionally the worst day of the week because, you got to have like 5 days of work ahead of you. And we have our man, Kurt Affair, saying, yo, yo, Robbie, my man, and the chatty bunch. Yes, Kurt, welcome. How are you, sir? I hope you are having a wonderful day, and welcome back to the live stream. GF Handel, our buddy George says fog is coming up the coast later tonight. Oh, that's good. Well, that's good, right? That'll cool things down, hopefully. Hopefully, it'll get back to where it should be because it's kind of hard to sleep at night when it's this hot and you don't have AC. Those fans don't really do that much. So let me know how the live stream is with the audio and the video. I know. I can't wait till it gets cooler, right? It's usually between 60 and 70 degrees here. And so that's what everyone's used to, you know what I mean? And for it to get this hot in the first week of October, let me know where you're from. Have you ever had a heat wave the first week in October? I mean, I'm from Canada. We don't usually have heat waves in October. When I lived in Boston, we didn't really have big heat waves in October. And our man Modano is here. Hey, Robert, and everyone says our buddy Modano from Toronto. Hello, sir. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Nice to see you again. You're hello. Well, maybe Nightbot doesn't like you. And Mr. Dirtweed, who is also known as Scotty, says it's becoming toque season here. Toque season. Toques. If you may not know, have you ever heard the word toque before? Toque is a winter hat. One of those wool winter hats that you wear. They're very common, but they call them toques in Canada. And it's saying it's getting cold over there, and you're in Ontario, right? So, yeah, and October is generally when you have to start wearing winter clothing, and I don't know why it's so hot here right now. Coleslaw says, join the club, Nightbot. Welcome, Coleslaw. Nice to see you. I don't know why the toque. I think that's just more of a, a fashion thing. It doesn't have to have a fuzzy ball on the top, but often they do. In fact, the best ones do. The ones from the 80s and 90s and 70s, they all had fuzzy balls at the top. If you can get like a Leafs one or a Montreal Canadiens one from back then, you've got it made. You know what I mean? You've really got it made. 61 Fahrenheit now. Yep, over in Canada. But here, I just checked. It's 73-ish, but it's very hot still. And it's not that dry. People say, "Oh, it's a dry heat." It's 50% humidity, so it's kind of a little bit moist in the air. You know what I mean? You can feel the humidity. You can feel the moisture in the air. It's around 90-something here. The Bay Area has a lot of microclimates. The Bay Area is, it can get very hot up to over 100 degrees, and it can get cooler down to 60. In the same day, you can find 30, 40-degree differences just within I think it's 9 counties in the Bay Area. And so the more inland you are, the more hotter you are. The closer you are to the water, it usually doesn't get extremely hot, but it's been pretty hot even though we're close to the water here in South San Francisco. Partly cloudy in Hawaii, but it really feels super hot. It's 86 now. Okay. And what part of Hawaii are you from there, Elizabeth? If you don't have to share, but hope everyone is looking forward to a fun week, whatever it is you do for a living. I hope you are enjoying your. No mods are here right now except for Robert. No, well, I can do my own modding. Yeah. I think we're good for now. Oahu leeward side. Kurt is also watching football. Chiefs Saints. And Mr. Devin Sullivan comes in saying, "Hey, what's up, my man, Devin from Michigan? How's the weather over there? Is it starting to cool off in October here? It just keeps getting hotter and hotter for some reason. It's like the opposite of what one would expect." And like I said, we don't have air conditioning. What's for dinner? Says Kurt Affair. What's for dinner? I don't know. I'm not gonna have something big because for lunch I had Jollibee and it was really good. The first time I've ever had Jollibee was today, and I had two-piece chicken and I asked for two thighs. Otherwise they'll give you one thigh and one drumstick, but the thighs are much bigger, so I asked for two thighs, and I had one spicy, one original. And for me, like, I don't know about you, but for me, it tasted just as good, if not like maybe even better than Popeyes. To be honest with you, it was really, really, really good fried chicken from Jollibee. Perfect amount of spice. The spicy one was spicy. Like, if you had to eat like 3, 4 pieces of that, your mouth would be burning. But you can eat one piece of that, one piece original, and it was perfect for me. And I had the fries, and the fries were a lot like McDonald's, very thin. Same size as McDonald's. Not quite as crispy and salty and delicious as McDonald's, but very good fries, very good chicken, and I had an amazing drink. They gave me pineapple juice, fresh pineapple juice with ice, and in a nice big cup. And it was absolutely delicious. It was so good on such a hot day to have that refreshing pineapple juice. So I hope you guys try Jollibee one day if you ever have Jollibee in your neighborhood. We are currently in a tropical storm here in Florida. Oh, Sebastian, I hope you're doing all right, my friend. Take care, and do what you got to do. If you got to board up your windows, or I don't know what they have to do over there, but hopefully everything is okay, and there's no issues with your house or anything. Kurt says, "I've always wanted to try Jollibee. I would try it. It was $12 for two-piece chicken, fries, and a pineapple juice. It was a great deal, okay? Popeyes and KFC is much more than that. And it was just as good as those places. I'm more of a breast man when it comes to chicken. I prefer chicken breast, but they don't have that at Jollibee. I asked them. I said, "Do you guys have chicken breast?" They're like, "No, we only have thighs and drumstick." I'm like, "Well, can I get two thighs in the pack?" And they're like, "Sure." Did I have spaghetti or peach pie? No, no spaghetti for me, and no peach pie for me. That's a lot of calories. I just had the French fries. I wanted to try French fries. If you have good French fries, then you're a fast food place that is worth your salt. Even though In-N-Out has bad French fries, they still have very good burgers. But I had the French fries and the pineapple juice. It was delicious. In a category 5, it's a very de-ass the area kind of storm. Yep, that's a good way of putting it. Like my new PFP. Yes, is this Toronto? I can't really see it. Is it York? What street is that? Young Street? Is it Young Street? I've been eating a lot of salads, not healthy, with candied bacon, blue cheese, etc. Well, you can't just eat vegetables. I mean, you gotta have something with the vegetables in order for them to taste good. First, because they don't just taste good just eating lettuce on its own. You gotta have some nice dressing and blue cheese and candied bacon and Parmesan cheese and maybe some croutons in there. York Street. Does it ever snow in San Francisco? No. Well, it has a couple times, I think, in the history of San Francisco, but the last time it did, I believe, was 1976. I don't think it was much of a snow. And what part of Florida are you in over there, Sebastian? As we have 15 of you in the chat, please remember to like and subscribe and smash the notification key if you're enjoying the live stream. Hope you are looking forward to an amazing week in the rest of October. Of course, we're coming up on Halloween soon. Is everyone excited for Halloween? Do you guys dress up and wear costumes and go out and stuff like that for Halloween, or do you stay home and just give candy but maybe still actually wear a costume? Do you wear a costume for Halloween? And if so, what kind? What are you gonna wear? I usually buy one from Halloween costume store. Spirit Halloween, it's called Spirit Halloween. They have very large stores here, and they have tons and tons of costumes there. No, too old to dress up. Well, well, there's a certain age where you're too old to dress up, but then once you get to my age, you can dress up again because everyone at work dresses up. And we have Shaquille Shake. Hello, Shaquille. Shaquille O'Neal was always my favorite basketball player. What's up, said Shaquille? Not much. Just hanging out. We're trying to get away from the heat. You could probably hear that there's outdoor noise coming in through the microphone because I have my windows open and because it's so hot here. We don't have air conditioning in San Francisco. Do you have air conditioning where you are, Shaquille? I'll bust out my BDUs and dressed up as a member of SG1 or something like that. I don't know what that means, Devin. Please explain. I'm doing well, Shaquille. I can't complain, Shaquille. I don't know what BDUs or SG1 means, though, Devin. I have no clue. I hope it's not too hot where you guys are. Coveralls, hockey mask, and a machete. Ooh, very cool. That's like Jason, right, from Friday the 13th. Is that or is it Halloween? One or the other. Stargate. Are you dressing up as Stargate, Devin? The old sci-fi show about the portal to other worlds. I see. Stargate SG1. I think I've heard of that. That was on. One of those syndicated channels. Shaquille says, love from India. Very nice, Shaquille. I've been to India once. It's a very beautiful country, very large country, very lot to see in India. Hard to see it all in one trip. You might dress up. That's a good costume, yeah? That's a very good costume. Space Channel. That's right. It was on Space Channel. And there was other shows on Sci-Fi Channel and Space Channel that had, like Xena, Princess Warrior, and that other one with Kevin Sorbo. Plush says Stargate was a great series. Interesting. I've never seen Stargate, the series. I think I may have seen the movie, though. BDU, battle dress uniform. What the main cast is wearing most of the time. Oh, very cool. So you're going to go as your Stargate main character, guy on the Halloween, for Halloween. Or a SWAT officer. Yeah, well, yeah, that's a police officer, but more with, like, face shields and all that kind of stuff going on, right? Yeah. Dirtweed says he's going to go as Andromeda. or he's bringing up Andromeda for another reason. Hercules. Oh, you're saying Andromeda was one of the shows from those days, and Kevin Sorbo was Hercules, right? Batman t-shirt and a wig and dress up as Ken. Yes. Ken from the Ken Continuum, the great YouTuber from Toronto. Oh, not exactly. Look up LAPD SWAT. Okay, I'll look it up. Yes. And where are you going to get that costume from, though? Yeah, yeah. Do they have that exact LAPD? You're going to have like badges and all that kind of stuff going on? Ken from Action Kid. I've met Ken from Action Kid. Ken, that's his real name. He's not. He wasn't born with the name Action Kid, although it seems like it fits him perfectly. But no, he's a great guy, and I think he's got a little bit of injury, but I think he's going to be back on his feet very soon, if not already. Sorbo was Captain Hunt. Kevin Sorbo was Captain Hunt on the show. What was the show's name? Kevin Sorbo is on one of those shows that people around the world have seen many times. He's one of the most watched shows if you include like the entire globe. I have a SWAT vest now. I need a badge. Oh, okay, cool. And it has like little patches and stuff on it. What was your favorite Halloween costume that you've worn? Says Kurt, and he's speaking to the whole chat, and he's speaking to the whole world. Anyone across the universe who's watching right now, what was your favorite Halloween costume that you've ever worn? You'd love a metal Old West sheriff badge. Yeah, that would be cool. That'd be cool. It'd be cool to go as a sheriff. I like those old school sheriffs. Those are good costumes. Halloween is a very exciting time. I enjoy it much. I'm going to have to go do some videos where they have like a lot of Halloween decorations. I don't know what neighborhood that is. You guys mentioned last time. I think you said Presidio Heights and somewhere else, right? Someone in the chat mentioned Presidio Heights. I should go check that area out, and around like maybe 5 days before Halloween. They should have all the decorations up by then. There was another one someone mentioned. I can't remember it though. You didn't have creepy gloves, but she made long tapered sleeves that hid your hands. Kurt borrowed an outfit from an uncle and hosted a high school Halloween hunt as Shake. Oh, remember the Iron Shake, the great wrestler? Hana Shaquille. Is that the name of your costume? I could see Devin having a very elaborate costume, right? Like the guy knows how to create everything, it seems. And we have our man Hidden Jackpot saying hello to West Coast Walker. Hello, Adam. Nice to see you, Hidden Jackpot. From Toronto area, or Niagara Falls. We met each other in Toronto, though. Iron Shake was hilarious. Iron Shake is hilarious. Iron Shake was one of the great wrestlers of all time. I like the Iron Shake a lot. I only manage a good costume every fight. It's a slow yeah, it is. You have it's a creative process, right, Devin? To dress up exactly like these characters from these very famous television shows. You wore a Mario. That's a good one, Sebastian. I like that one. Mario? That's a good one. Maybe I'll go as Mario this year. I'll try and find a Mario costume. Mario from Mario Super Mario Brothers, right? Mario and Luigi. You missed the Iron Shake. I missed the Iron Shake. I heard. Did he pass away? I like the Iron Shake. I don't think he would be wrestling anymore, anyways. But I love the Iron Shake. He was him and Hulk Hogan went toe to toe a bunch of times, and Iron Shake was awesome. He came out just when there was all these. He was from Iran, the Iron Shake from Iran. Well, maybe yeah. I think he was there from in real life. Jason had a party in '98. Was Mushroom Supplier. Yeah, okay, that's interesting. Sebastian, yes. House from that show House. House was a good show. House was a good show. House is a well-written, funny show. I haven't watched all the episodes, but I think I watched like the first season or something like that. I like House. House is one of those good shows. Yeah, I remember that was I don't know, is that was from the 2000s, I believe the House was. And who was that was Canadian hidden jackpots? You got invited to judge a oh, that would be so much fun to judge a chili contest. So you got to taste all this chili that night and basically decide which one is the best. Iron Shake was Canadian. That's so cool. I didn't know that Iron Shake was Canadian. That makes him even 10 times cooler now because I'm Canadian and Iron Shake. He was one of my favorite wrestlers. He was on the bad side, but I still loved him. You once wore all black and had vertical piece, okay, and then you taped a giant, okay, and okay, no. That's a good one, Kurt. But that's one of those TLDR. Do you guys know what TLDR means? It means too long, didn't read. Who knew? Who knew this? Who knew this? Who knew this? I thought he was from Iran, but maybe lived in North America, obviously. That's right, Devin. That's what that was. Sorry, Kurt. Some jokes just go on way too long. That's why Twitter has, a character limit, folks. Yes, Nikolai Volkov. Nikolai Volkov was an excellent wrestler, and him and Iron Shake were a great tag team partnership. Yes, there were some great tag teamers back in the day. You guys remember Paul Orndorff? And who was his... a warning to those who write too long safety labels. Yes. Oh, it wasn't a joke. It was an anecdote. Well, you're the king of anecdotes, Kurt. You're the king of anecdotes. Mr. Wonderful. He was so awesome. Wrestling, back in the olden days, wrestling was awesome. Wrestling was awesome. You had Bret the Hitman Hart. You had the Hart Foundation. The Hart Foundation was a great tag team. There was, I believe Hulk Hogan tag teamed with someone. I can't remember who. The good old days. You guys remember they had Royal Rumbles? They had Royal Rumbles. Bret Hart was your favorite. Bret Hart was amazing. He and, the Hart brothers are also Canadian. Another Canadian wrestling crew. So Canada's big with wrestling. Canada's very big with wrestling. Kurt made a cake once, didn't eat it because, yes. Sharpshooter. Yes, Bret the Hitman Hart. What a cool name, and what a cool guy, and what a cool wrestler. So was the Macho Man Randy Savage with his beautiful assistant Elizabeth. Man, she was a looker. And Mr. Dirtweed says, I'm friends with Yukon John, the great Canadian giant. Interesting. I don't know if I've heard of him. I know Andre the Giant. I know Kamala, the Ugandan giant, but I don't know about Yukon John. There were several giants in the league back in the day. Bret Hart autographed figure. That's cool. That's cool. Keep that. You'll be that's worth something for sure. Like wrestling. They had huge. Oh, Big John Studd. He counted as a giant, but I don't know. He was a very small giant, but a big guy. King Kong Bundy, I think, should have been counted as a giant. He wrestled with Earthquake. Yeah. The Undertaker was an interesting character too. Bret Hart is doing a show there next week. That's so cool, Medano. They still when you say show, do they do wrestling or they just hang out? I think they're too old to do wrestling, right? It still requires some athletic ability, quite a bit of athletic ability. Frankly, I don't think wrestling is easy to do, even though it's not like real in the sense that they are competing against each other. They are still acting, in a very physical way. You know what I mean? Oh, sorry. It's an interview show. Cool. I could see that. That would be fun to watch Bret Hart do an interview show. You're ready to get rid of your collectibles required MK2. Oh, very nice. Very nice. Anna's recommendation keeps ringing in my ears. Very nice. And MK2, what is that exactly? I don't know too much about cameras. I should find out more about cameras. What do you recommend for just getting into, like, as a beginner? What would be your recommendation for cameras, Devin? Like if you're just starting out, the big Canon body. So cameras come in a body and then a lens, right? So you buy the body, doesn't come with a lens. Then you got to buy a separate lens or multiple lenses. And I believe they have prime lenses and zoom lenses. And so which one are you supposed to get? Could you smell what The Rock was cooking? What a great wrestler. The Rock, also known as Dwayne. Kane was a Jason a couple times too. Okay. The only wrestler you ever met was Al Snow. I don't know who that is. I think I may have met a wrestler. I met one of the Harlem Globetrotters. I don't think I met a very famous wrestler. The Rock's father was from Nova Scotia. Very cool. That I didn't know. The Rock is a very great actor, and he has some of the biggest movies of all time. You have no lenses? Look for a 5D MK2 with a cheap okay, great way to start, but expensive. I don't have any kind of camera that... I do have a film camera, an old school film camera, a Sony Vega with a Schneider lens built in. It's this very nice zoom lens, but film doesn't... haven't used that in many, many, many years because I wouldn't even... Well, there are... I know where to go to get film developed. There are places you can go to get film developed. I have a picture of me in one of those bushwalkers. Otherwise, I'd keep with the DJI stuff and camera phones. For my home streams right now, I'm using just a very cheap HD webcam that's hooked up to my computer, and it seems to look okay. I mean, I don't know if I need to buy like a very fancy Canon or Nikon or Fujifilm or Panasonic camera, but maybe I should. Maybe I should. But that's if I really want to get into photography, right? Like, you got to learn what all those different settings do, ISO and aperture and, shutter speed and all that kind of stuff. The Rock was born in Hayward, California. That I didn't know, that The Rock was born in Hayward, California. That's cool. I didn't know that he was from NorCal. For some reason, I thought he was born down in SoCal. The Rock is so cool. The Rock is... just an amazing actor and this amazing wrestler, more so even. The DSLR, while pretty, came with its own disadvantages. A big thing I'd give nice cameras is clarity, color, correctness. Excellent. And what do you think about mirrorless cameras? Are those better or worse than DSLR cameras, Devin? Should I get a mirrorless camera as my first camera just starting out in digital photography and video? See, I don't even use a camera for my recording videos. I just use my phone when I walk around, when I record on my phone and with my gimbal. And I don't really do any editing either, unless, for some reason I have to do to like it splits the video in two or something like that. I might have to put it in CapCut and just unite it into one video. But in general, I just upload it directly to YouTube directly from my phone. I don't even actually have it on my computer. You'll spend more on lenses for mirrorless, and they tend to be wider angle. I see. And what kind of lenses would you recommend? Oh, you already recommended those lenses. And do you recommend getting zoom lens or prime lens, or do you have to have both, or is one good enough? Hidden Jackpot says, same here, just on a phone, can't edit on my phone though. Well, no, you can. You can get CapCut, but you don't need to edit on your phone. You can just transfer it to your computer and edit it on your computer, and that's what I do. If I want to make shorts, then I edit those on my computer out of my out of my long form content, and I use CapCut for that, and also sometimes I'll do like half a video, and then one time, it just, for some reason, it just stopped recording. And so I had to, finish the other half and then put them both together as one video. A mirror camera will give more zoom out of glass, and lenses have been around forever, so cheaper. So it's better to get a mirrored camera, you think? Are they less crisp as a mirrorless, or are they just as good when it comes to the quality of the photography and the video? And I'm more concerned with video, not necessarily photography. There's video, both, but video is more interesting, like, to me. It's just to edit small screen. It's just too small of a screen to edit videos. That's right. That's right. I agree. It's hard to edit the video on the phone, and sometimes you have to do a little bit when you're doing shorts. But really, it's just shortening down the video, or the length, and you can add text and stuff, but it's much easier to do in CapCut on your computer. No difference between the quality of the photography with mirrored or mirrorless. That's good to know. That's good to know. That's interesting. I thought mirrorless was better, but I guess is it smaller and more compact, the mirrorless ones? Doing any Fleet Week activities? Very good question. What should I do for Fleet Week? Where should I go if I want to do videos or live streams from Fleet Week? Let me know, George. Devin says that the mirrorless lens is closer to the sensor. Its mirror with it's further, so the effective focal length is better. But mirrorless has less parts and smaller body because it has a smaller focal length. Interesting. And it's better on the lens. Okay. And Bloodhound coming in saying you can visit the ships at Fleet Week. Maybe I'll go check out the ships. Are those which pier are those at? Where would I find those? 2 Navy ships, open house on the Embarcadero. Okay, I'll go find it somewhere on the Embarcadero, probably near the ferry building or something like that. I'll go check those out. And maybe do a video of something of the Fleet Week activities. I don't follow that much. If you want zoom, if you want wide angle, mirrorless can be nice. Okay. So for zoom and wide angle, mirrorless can be better because of the focal length that they have on the lenses are smaller, shorter. It's good to know. I don't know much about photography, but Devin seems to know a lot. Weather sealed is more important to me, which is why you have a mirror camera. Weather sealed. Okay, that's good to know. So I'll get weather sealed if I ever get one of those very expensive cameras. I don't really need a very expensive camera right now. You'll see near the Bay Bridge. Okay, I'll go over to that area and check it out. And we have our friend Juanita, our moderator. Welcome, Juanita, saying hello, Robert. Nice to see you, Juanita. Coming in from Texas. How's the weather from Texas? We're still having a heat wave here in San Francisco. It is now approaching 6:30 almost here in the West Coast. 40-minute mark in the stream. Make sure you hit like and or subscribe. Well, both, and notifications too. Turn those on to all. Still 90 degrees plus over in Texas. It sucks, right? But you guys at least have air conditioning. At least you guys have AC, right? Here, I'm sitting here in this room with the fan going on. I can't have it on max because it's just way too loud. I've got it on number 2, which is sort of like I'm barely getting a cool breeze here. My window's open, but not really. There's not much wind. It's usually so windy around here in the Bay Area. It's hardly windy at all. Yes, of course. In Texas, if you don't have AC, you better move back to someplace where they don't need it. Alaska or something. Hello, Robert says Magical Thinking. Welcome, Magical Thinking. Nice to see you. Nice to see you here on a hot day again. Day 7 of our heat wave that we're having here in the Bay Area. And they said it was going to be 2 or 3 days, and they've extended it to 7 days now. And who knows when it's going to end. Maybe they'll extend it for 7 more, and we'll all just be like burning, by this. Maybe summers will be in October from now on. Who knows? Hidden Jackpot says it's freezing over there in Niagara Falls. I wish it was freezing here in many ways, because we have heat, but we don't have AC. Very few people have AC here in the Bay Area, which a lot of people don't know, because it really doesn't get that hot. The most it's going to get usually is 70-something. And at night, never. But last night it was warm. It was in the 70s all night, pretty much, I think, And we have, we got to just get by with fans and leaving the window open. You can't use like a big blanket to, at night. You got to just cover up with like a sheet or something like that. And we have our friend Jazz with us. Welcome, Jazz. Robert, Juanita, Hidden. Hey, nice to see you. Hope you're enjoying the hot weather in Texas as well. I know you and Juanita both live in Texas, very close by each other. The Texas twins, we call them here. And so welcome. I hope you're having a great Monday and enjoying the, you're going to have a great week ahead of you guys, both you and Juanita. Devin says, we have a frost warning. 2 degrees Celsius overnight tomorrow. Wow. 519 Media is here. 519 Media is here. He says, hello, I'm here from Canada. 519 is one of the area codes in Canada, in Ontario, which is actually where I grew up with 519 area code. Okay, Devin, we'll see you soon. Make sure you get something cool and tell us what you made. Some guy tried to pretend they were triplets. I know, this Kurt guy, but no, they're just twins. It's they don't need a third guy like Danny DeVito bringing them down. I gotta head out. I'm so glad that you're with us, Adam. Nice to see you again, and we will see you on the next one, my friend. We'll see you on the next one. Take care. Hope you enjoy the cooler weather over there, and I don't know what the temperature is, but you said it's cold there, so stay warm. And we have our good buddy Pine Sol in the chat. Pine Sol comes in, flying in from, I can't remember where Pine Sol is exactly, but I've seen you many, many times in many different chats, including my chat. So welcome back, Pine Sol. And nice to see you this evening. Hope you're enjoying your Monday evening. Let us know where you're at, Pine Sol. Hidden Jackpots as a channel as well, Juanita, if you want to post Hidden Jackpots channel there. Pine Sol does live in Toronto. That's what I thought. I thought you lived in Toronto because you are regular on all the Toronto live streams. So Great to see you, and it's cooler now in Toronto. It's supposed to be cool in October, but here we're having a heat wave over 90 degrees every day for 7 days in a row. So, cool weather makes sense. Scorching weather does not make sense in October. But what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You're just gonna hear and deal with it. Thanks, Juanita. If you guys want to subscribe to Hidden Jackpots and enjoy all the content he makes from over there in Niagara Falls. Oh, yes, it is a warm one. Trying to stay cool by drinking the refreshing Fresca. And like I mentioned earlier, I had pineapple juice from Jollibee. If you guys ever go to Jollibee, make sure you get pineapple juice. Pineapple juice is a very refreshing drink, and it goes great with the fried chicken that they have. I'd recommend getting one spicy and one original, like what I got, because the spicy is pretty spicy, and the original is pretty good too. Or you can just get two original or two spicy. It's up to you. But I would get the chicken from there again. That might be my new go-to place for chicken. Their spaghetti is... I haven't tried the spaghetti. Maybe I'll get spaghetti next time. At spaghetti, I usually like French fries with my chicken, but I'll get spaghetti. I'll try the spaghetti. Why not try the spaghetti, right? Have I had Dole Pineapple Whip? No, I have not. What is that exactly? Is it like a whipped cream that has pineapple flavoring in it? Sounds good. I kind of like anything pineapple. Pineapple is one of the top fruits, really, if you think about it in terms of flavor, right? Like, what tastes better than a pineapple? Very few things taste better than a pineapple, you know what I'm saying? Like a pineapple, oh, you can just, some mouth-watering delicious. Dole Whip is great. It's whipped pineapple. What do you mean it's whipped pineapple? So, like, they puree it or something? Spaghetti is too sweet. Didn't like it. I heard they put a sweeter sauce on the spaghetti. Is that right? I don't know. I know that they included gravy with my chicken, and the gravy was great. It was old school gravy like you find, at KFC and all these places. It was like a beef gravy, I think, maybe, or a chicken. Maybe I think it was a beef gravy or maybe a chicken gravy, but it was really good gravy, and it went well with the fries. You can dip your fries in there. The fries were good, but they needed something else. Either ketchup or gravy, both would work well with those fries. So I didn't even ask for it. They just gave me the gravy. I didn't even know they had gravy. They didn't charge anything extra, and they didn't charge anything extra for the pineapple. Think soft serve, but with tons of pineapple. I don't think they charged extra for the pineapple. Okay, soft serve ice cream, but with tons of pineapple. That sounds good. That sounds very, very delicious. They whip it with an Indiana Jones whippet. So this is a really good whipping that they give it, eh? That sounds tasty. Where do you get that from? You just buy it from the store? Is it frozen product? Is it a frozen type of whip? Cream type thing? Yeah, can't stop singing his favorite Middle Eastern song. And what would that song be, sir? Disney is the only place you've seen it, and yes, it's frozen. Oh, if Disney's the only place you've seen it, how the hell am I going to try it? If they only have, I've only been to Disney once, and that was like in 1985 or something. It's a very acquired taste for the spaghetti. Very traditional for Is it really Filipinos eat spaghetti with this kind of sweet sauce? That's interesting. It's called Ya Sidi. Oh. I think, and Yahya, yes, has a channel where he does transit videos. He knows everything about the transit system in Toronto. If you ever need to take anything in Toronto, ask Yahya how to get there. He'll tell you. Juanita, thank you for posting that. Oh, congratulations. Nice, Yahya. That's awesome. Keep posting and keep up the good work. And on your next video, make sure you sing your favorite Middle Eastern song at the beginning or at the end. You can even buy the sweet tomato sauce at Asian supermarkets. Asian supermarkets. They have a lot of Asian supermarkets around here. They have Pacific Supermarket. They have two branches. And Lucky Supermarket is Asian too, I think, but I don't know if they have all Asian stuff, but I'll go check that out. It's called sweet tomato sauce. But I don't know if I'm going to like it or not. I got to try it out from Jollibee first. Sliced up wieners, did they put sliced up wieners in the spaghetti? That is kind of weird, but that's old school. That's how Sheldon Cooper used to eat it on Big Bang Theory when he was growing up in Texas. They used to eat good old fashioned hot dogs sliced up in there. Throw it in your spaghetti, throw some tomato sauce on there, and you got a good Italian meal. No, yeah, you can sing. You're good. Singing isn't going to give you a copyright. No, only putting the actual song. And it's not a copyright strike. It's a copyright claim, which does nothing. Yes, LOL. You're not monetized yet anyways. All right, I've got to transfer some beer. I'm bringing into secondary fermentation. Later, pals. Later, bud. Enjoy the fermenting of the beer. Devin, you've got all kinds of stuff going on. Yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the beer. Let us know on your next video. Make sure you drink the beer, Devin. I tried singing it with the lyrics, but YouTube blocked the video. How can you sing it without the lyrics? I don't get that. That makes zero sense. The lyrics are the part that you sing. Karaoke, yeah, that's different. Karaoke has the actual music in the background. And yes, they can block the video, but that's not a copyright strike. Very few countries will it be blocked in, though. It should only be blocked in Russia and Belarus, probably. But sometimes it is blocked in every country in the world, which is rare. Because I play music on every single one of my streams, Yahya, in case you haven't noticed. And the only countries that any of my streams are blocked in are Russia and Belarus. It's still 6 weeks out from being drinkable. Got to pump it. Oh, I see. You got a lot of stuff to do. The Yahya, yeah, it could be blocked in the USA. It depends on the song. It absolutely depends on the song. And maybe some foreign songs they do, because with that one Indian song that I played, actually, Maroof asked me to play an Indian song once, and it was blocked in USA. It was blocked in USA, so that means the video was blocked in USA. Don't sing it with karaoke, Yahya. Just sing it with a cappella. No, you don't have to, Yahya. You make transit videos. You don't need to sing on any of your videos. We're just kidding with you. In fact, I don't think anyone wants to hear you sing on the video. I think they just want to see the transit video from you. They don't want to hear me sing either. They just want to see me walk around and talk about San Francisco and what I do every day in this heat. Like and subscribe like what Nightbot said. Make sure you turn notifications on too. I should add that to the Nightbot message. Kurt says an older Arabic song is called Abdul Qadir. Oh, you sing it, but you forget it. Oh, are you a good singer? Yeah. Maybe you should start your own channel where you sing your favorite songs to the world. Maybe you'll be the next Justin Bieber. Did you guys know that Justin Bieber is Canadian? Very famous singer. As we are slowly approaching the 1 hour mark. You knew he was Canadian, right, Juanita? And he's a very famous singer, very good singer too. His voice is very good. Sheb Khalid's Didi was a classic as well. How do you know so much about Arabic music there, Kurt? Why are you so informed when it comes to all the different ethnic groups about their food, their music, and their culture? How do you know so much about this? Where did you learn about all these different? Every time you say something, it's like you were born into a different Asian or Middle Eastern culture. And we have Mark Davis with us. Hi, Robert. How are you? Good evening there. Yes. Welcome, Mark Davis, our good buddy from Toronto. Nice to see you, sir. Oh, you go to hookah lounges and hang out. Well, why don't you start doing live streams, Kurt, from hookah lounges that you go to in Toronto? That would be really fun. That would be some fun. Would you guys want to see Kurt going to a hookah lounge and puffing on a hookah for a couple hours and talking on his phone to us on a live stream? You could even do vertical, Kurt. I think everyone would love to see that, Kurt. Oh yes, you didn't inhale, right? Yeah, sure, buddy. Sure, Kurt. Yeah, we don't believe you, my friend. We don't believe it. We don't believe it. I'm sure you own that place, man. You were a regular there. You had your own bench called Kurt's Bench. As soon as you walked in, they delivered that hookah right to your table with your favorite flavor. What was your favorite flavor, Kurt? What kind of flavors do you think Kurt smokes when it comes to shisha? I think maybe watermelon. It seems like you might like the watermelon flavor. Pine Sol, nice to see you. We'll drop by the next one. Excellent, Pine Sol. We'll see you on the next one, my friend. Thanks for saying hello on this hot Monday here in San Francisco as we are at 6:45 p.m. Pacific. Guys, what I was double apple. I did try Cantaloupe Mint at New York at a place in Alphabet City. Oh, very cool. And which celebrities were you with there in New York and Alphabet City, Kurt? I'm sure you were with someone famous. Hanging out, smoking the hookah all night in some very VIP lounge. Oh, that's right. You're not from Toronto. You are from Richmond Hill. That's right. That's right. But I met you in Toronto, but you are from Richmond Hill, which frankly is kind of like St. Thomas in the sense that it's so rural. Like you've got like farmland, you've got cornfields up there. It's my cousin lives up there. It's far enough out of the city to be not Toronto. You're absolutely right about that. Dirtweed lost internet again for a bit, but he must have a very choppy internet. Who could have me felt like inhaling Philly talcum powder? Yes, yes. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. You know, talcum powder has its privileges. Now, Bill Clinton also said that he didn't inhale, so you're a lot like him, Kurt. Saying that you didn't inhale. They do have cornfields up there, right? It's pretty rural in Richmond Hill, Ontario. And it's not it's I don't know how many people live there, but it's not like downtown Toronto. Diffie comes in saying, "How hot is San Fran?" Well, today it got up well into the 80s, and for the last 7 days it's been over. It's between 85 and 95, and we're not used to it because we don't have air conditioning here. So you know what I mean. We got to tough it out just with fans. Welcome, Diffie. Nice to see you from North Bay, Ontario. Diffie, also, you have a channel, right, Diffie? You do a lot of videos. If you want to post Diffie's channel there, Juanita, that'd be great. Thank you. Diffie, you do videos with Brad Palmer sometimes in North Bay and also with your on your own. Yes. Maybe Diffie, maybe you'll make it to the Triple T meetup next time. So my AC isn't working, and now I have to rely on OnlyFans. Oh, Kurt with the play on words there, with the funny joke. I like that one, Kurt. My AC isn't working, and now I gotta rely on OnlyFans. Yes, OnlyFans. Diffie's hitting the bong right now. He's hitting that shit up. Right? He's just firing up. He's not go. He's smoking a hookah, but instead of tobacco, he's using the hard stuff. Which cannabis is not that hard. It's not the hard stuff. In fact, weed is legal in Canada, so and California too, and pretty much every state, really. I mean, all the big ones. Yeah, and and Dirtweed says, "I'll join you, Diff. Let's go." Dirtweed has like a whole farm up there, probably in St. Catharines. He's got doing like he's got. It might be harvest season for you, right? Just finished hanging out with superstar Brad Palmer. Nice. Nice. And what did you guys do? Just did you do videos or anything, or just hung out and chilled as buddies? Which is, you don't have to do YouTube videos all the time when you hang out. You can just hang out too. You know what I mean? As we just passed the 1 hour mark, make sure you've hit that like button and subscribed if necessary. Diffie says, let's hit it like Cheech and Chong. Yes, Diffie and Dirtweed are now the Cheech and Chong of the chat. The Cheech and Chong of the chat. Very funny movies from the, I believe, 80s maybe? I don't know when the Cheech and Chong were there, 80s or 90s. Another hilarious, series of movies that you wouldn't even really maybe even be allowed to have nowadays. There was also one about weed called Half Baked. You ever seen Half Baked? Half Baked is pretty funny. Half Baked is funny stuff. Yes, Brad and Diffie. It's a must. They need to do a live stream from North Bay dressed up as Cheech and Chong and firing up all kinds of bongs. That would be the most hilarious live stream of all time. Diffie says he uploads and streams on a weekly basis. Nice. Nice. It's fun doing YouTubing, right, Diffie? Like, it's for me, it's just a hobby. I mean, I enjoy just hanging out with y'all, doing the live stream, doing the videos. The videos are great for me because then I get to explore San Francisco. I went to all these neighborhoods that I never really would go to. You know what I mean? Like Glen Park or maybe Noe Valley or other areas that aren't that famous, like Crocker Amazon and Bayview. Not that many people have really been over to Bayview before, you know what I mean? But I've seen Bayview, you know what I mean? I've seen Tenderloin. Yes, Kurt, Tenderloin. The dirtier parts of Soma and the nicer parts of Soma. South Beach, North Beach, and all these other cool places in the city. So I'm glad I got to do the videos. Even it's just otherwise, it's just basically gave me a reason to go there because otherwise I may not even get a chance to see a lot of those neighborhoods. And you can tell, right, like that I'm sweating right now. I mean, our this studio room that I'm in keeps getting hotter and hotter because I got these big white lights pointed at me, and so it doesn't feel like it's cooling down at all. I think the heat wave is going to be extended. First they said it was 2 days, then 3 days, and now it's like 7 days. I should do a Sunday at Girard. Ooh, that's a great idea. I should go to Girardelli's for ice cream. That would be some serious Fun times. I haven't had good ice cream in a long time, like really high end ice cream. Like I don't know if I have it much in California. In Boston, I used to have it a lot in Cambridge, Massachusetts, at a place called Toscanini's Ice Cream. Toscanini's ice cream, but I haven't had that really good like quality ice cream here in a long time. Toscanini's was voted best ice cream in the world, I think, by New York Times once. But you know, everything gets voted in nowadays, and who knows? I, looks like I might be buffering a little, or maybe my computer is slowing down. Brad, and you did videos of pumpkin carving and darts. That's so cool. Let me know if the video is getting choppy or the audio or anything like that. Um, Pumpkin carving. That sounds fun. Pumpkin carving. Anything to do with Halloween is cool. Halloween is. It seems to be getting bigger and bigger every year. Everyone likes to dress up nowadays, no matter how old you are, even if you're not going trick or treating necessarily. Um, Half Baked is a classic movie, and so is How High. How High? I don't know if I've seen How High. I don't know if I've seen How High. Stay with us, guys. Am I losing? Am I buffering, Yahya? Was I buffering there for a few minutes? I felt like my video was getting choppy. Let me know how it looks now. No, Diffie. Okay, well that's fine. He doesn't have to. A lot of people won't. A lot of us won't. Grimsby sounds like the name of a stooge. LOL. Right? Um, Grimsby sounds like the name of a stooge. What, like one of the Three Stooges? I seem fine to me. Okay, sounds good. It must have been my software just glitching. As long as my live stream itself doesn't glitch. Yeah, says I was gone for 2 minutes. Where did I go? I didn't even. I don't know where I went. Up in Smoke, Up in Smoke, and there was the Up in Smoke tour with. It had Snoop Dogg, and it had Dr. Dre, and it had Eminem, and I went to one of those shows in Detroit, the Up in Smoke tour. I saw Snoop Dogg, Dre, Eminem, Exhibit, all these other rappers were on stage for this huge concert in Auburn Hills, Michigan, just outside of Detroit. It was so cool. Cheech and Chong, Up in Smoke. That was one of the name of their movies too. Yeah. YouTube is something I always wanted to do. I'm always enjoying the outdoor videos. Yeah, I've always wanted to do YouTubing, and now I have time just because I don't really have a full-time job, although I do need to get one of those very soon and start working again so I can pay for all this stuff. I know a good team name for. Oh, what's a team name for us, Mr. Yahya? And then maybe we'll have to vote on it. We're not going to be picking it right away. Eminem. No, that's not how you spell Eminem. Eminem stands for Marshall Mathers, his real name. 20 Squad. 20 Squad. The 20 Squad. I'm definitely buffering now, right? It says YouTube is not responding. Oh, Mark and Marlene are Eminem. Okay. Because I'm getting something on my screen saying error. YouTube is not responding. Oh, okay. Cool. You know what? I have not, and I would like to go to a Giants baseball game. I think that's the one thing I'd like to go to for sports. I don't want to go to a 49ers game. There's too many people. Oh man. Giants is also a lot of people, but you can leave early. It's downtown. It's in a really nice area of the city. It's over by the water. That stadium is so beautiful. So I would like to go see a Giants game pretty soon. That's a good idea, but I don't think you can really make a video there. I'd just like to go see a game and I'd get like a cheap ticket, go see a game, get a hot dog or something. You used Cheech and Chong's The Corsican Brothers movie in your OAC history presentation on the French Revolution. The class loved it. The teacher didn't. Oh. Cheech and Chong's The Corsican Brothers movie in your OAC. Yes, well, probably they wouldn't like that, the teacher. I got the team name 20 Squad from Squad. That's not a bad team name. That's a good team name. Did the 49ers lose? I don't know. I don't really follow sports anymore, but I want whoever you guys want to win, that's who I want to win. Bomb the Tad. I don't know what that means. I want the Blue Jays to win and Leafs to win, but let's be real. Diffie, Jeff Handel. We lost to Arizona. Ooh, that's so bad. But you know, what are you going to do? Somebody's got to win. Somebody's got to lose. If the 49ers didn't lose, and you know, then Arizona would have lost. And people would be like, oh, I can't believe Arizona lost. I love Arizona. Yes, all the Cheech and Chongs are hilarious movies, Diffie. I think basically they were two of the funniest, you know, characters that kind of banded together for a duo. There's been so many comedy duos over the year. There's, you know, Abbott and Costello and Laurel and Hardy and Martin and Lewis and so many other funny ones. I'm sure you guys can think of many other funny ones. I believe the Smothers Brothers were two, right? Go Leafs, go, says Mark. At least ALL. Oh, all starts on Wednesday. All of it starts on Wednesdays. The season starts on Wednesday. Wow. Getting there soon. So the season starts on Wednesday and they play 80 something games. It's going to be a while till we get to, and then the playoffs are like many, many, many games. Richard Pryor and Gene Wilder. Were Richard Pryor and Gene Wilder, were they a comedy duo together? P. Diddy, no, P. Diddy does watch the live streams, but he doesn't chat. He doesn't chat. He's busy right now because he's like a little bit preoccupied with legal issues. They did do a few movies together. They did See No Evil, Hear No Evil, maybe. And I can't remember any other ones. Richard Pryor was a good actor. There was also a movie called The Toy with Richard Pryor. I don't know if you guys remember The Toy, another classic 80s movie. Stir Crazy. Yes, that's the one, Madano. Steve Martin and Martin Short have done a lot of movies together. They're kind of a great comedy duo. Yes, you saw The Toy, right, Juanita? The Toy, where Richard Pryor was hired to be a toy for a rich man's son. Basically, do whatever the rich man's son tells him to do. They called it Toy, but it was more like Slave. I don't know if that movie would be allowed to be done today. You know what I mean? Because like whatever the kid said, the guy had to do. He was getting paid though, but still. Stir Crazy. I can't remember Stir Crazy. What was Stir Crazy about? Hey, Robert, and everyone says Maroof. Happy Monday. Cold night to all. No, it's not cold. It's not cold. It's very hot in San Francisco. And it might be cold where you are, which is outside Toronto. I believe you mentioned you were in Ajax, but no. It might be cold there. It's not cold here. I wish it was cold here because we have heat. We don't have air conditioning. And you can just wrap up a blanket. So many good movies from the 80s, right? Please follow Nightbot's instructions. Stir Crazy is a prison comedy. Okay. I feel like it rings a bell, but I don't know if I ever saw it. And how cold is it over there in Maroof? You said it was cold, but define cold. I don't know if it's too hot or too cold is worse. Probably too cold. But too hot's not great. I think we all agree that being just right is what we want. Nice cool weather around 70. Maru says 10 degrees and cloudy. 10 degrees is cool. 10 degrees is, chilly. You don't need heat, but you do need to, wear warm clothes when you go outside and even indoors. Does anyone have really exciting plans for this week? Any vacations planned? Any trips planned? Going anywhere cool? Over in Richmond Hill, it's only 8 or 9 degrees. It's chilly, absolutely. Like I mean, don't go outside without a jacket. Don't wear like a t-shirt or something. Think it's gonna be hot, but it's October, so I think that makes sense to be that weather. But to be what we have, like 90, is not good. And back to Niagara Falls next week. Oh, do you go back and forth from Niagara Falls, or are you just going to Niagara Falls for a visit, Mark, just for like a day trip or something? It's down to 2 Celsius in North Bay. 2. That's pretty cold, bro. That is very cold. I would say you may even need heat there. It's 52 in St. Catharines. That's not bad, but still cool. You're complaining because heated floors. It's on. Grandma gets cold easily. Oh, you have heated floors or you don't have heated floors? Oh, heated floors are on because grandma gets cold easily, and your friend and your kids don't like the. I like heated floors. There's nothing wrong with heated floors. You stay a week or two over there. Oh, nice, nice. Niagara Falls is such a beautiful city, like so picturesque. Obviously, not just the falls, but all of the tourist attractions and everything that they have over there. I mean, it's a pretty cool place to hang out. Oh, you do have heated floors, and your kids are like, I don't like the heated floors. I think heated floors are great. They can walk around with basically, bare feet. That's like perfect. From November 19th until January 5th, the Niagara Falls Festival at Lights is happening. Wow, that's probably so pretty. I wish I could check that out. Whoever is there should definitely make videos and show us what it's like over there. I know We Go Places Tours. Christine has a channel where she does a lot of Niagara Falls, so maybe we'll get to see it on that channel. You're just glad you're not in Florida. I know, right? There are hurricanes in Florida. In fact, Sebastian is in the chat, and he mentioned that they've got hurricanes and tropical storms and all this stuff hitting him over in Florida. So everyone, who's in Florida, take care. And if you have friends in Florida like our buddy Sebastian, let's pray that Sebastian is okay, and wish him all the best over there in Florida, which does get hit with hurricanes often. Definitely looking to the Festival of Lights. That'll be so cool to see. I love stuff like that. I'm sure Niagara Falls really does it up. Niagara Falls is, they depend on tourists. It's a tourist town, you know what I mean? So they're obviously going to have, the best of the best when it comes to all of the fancy Festival of Lights and all that stuff. Buffering? Really? Again? That's so weird. Why would I be buffering from my computer here at home? Maybe because I'm running too many things here at the same time. Maybe I had too many windows open and my computer was running a little too... let me know if it's still buffering there. It's possible I did shut down one program here, and now my computer sounds like it's slowed its fan down a little bit, so maybe it was running a little too hot. Christine, Adam, and Johnny. Oh, yes. Hidden Jackpots might make some videos from there, too. And Johnny might go there and do videos, and maybe Henry, and who knows? There's so many Toronto streamers that could easily go to Niagara Falls and do the Festival of Lights. And what's Halloween Haunt? I keep hearing something about Halloween Haunt. That's in Toronto. What is Halloween Haunt? Is that like some big Halloween event? Obviously, I mean, they wouldn't call it Halloween Haunt if it wasn't, but what is it exactly? I got to go check out some of the Halloween decorations here in San Francisco once they start putting them up. I don't know, maybe people have already started. That's true. Yahya, yes. Favorite Middle Eastern restaurant. Excellent. We'll keep that in mind. Next time I'm in Toronto, I'll go there. Oh, yes, that's right, Mark. Robert, it's an event that's happening in Canada's Wonderland. Oh, Canada's Wonderland. That's exciting. That sounds like it's anything at Canada's Wonderland is going to be like top notch. There's a house on York Road, Queenston area, down that really puts on a show every year. Down Queenston area. Now, are you talking about Queenston, New York? Or Queenston, Ontario, sorry, which is across the street from Lewiston, New York. Queenston, Ontario, which is across from Lewiston, New York. I used to go through that border crossing a lot. I think Henry's going today dress up as a ghost. Oh, that'll be hilarious. What are you going as, Kurt? You haven't told us what your Halloween costume is going to be, Kurt. Maybe you did, but I just forgot because there's so many people talk here in the chat over the last couple hours. That sounds interesting, Maroof. I'd like to see that Halloween Haunt event in Canada's Wonderland. Really? You should dress up this year, Kurt. All right, the Fresca is now warm. Pretty close to the border crossing, yes. Queenston is right on the border of New York State, and Lewiston is in New York State, and those two cities are kind of like right there, and I've been through those two cities many times because I used to live in Boston, and to drive back to Canada, that's the way you got to go. Yeah, you don't have to go, but there's a couple border crossings you can take. The guy from Scream is who Henry's gonna go as. That's hilarious. Or no, who's Mark? Sorry, the guy from Scream is who Mark's gonna go as. Gotcha. Yes, that guy is a very cool costume. It's black, like skull face. It's like a white face, but with black hood. Very cool. Very cool. Sorry, I was reading the Henry comment there at the same time. Ghostface. Yes. Scream is one of the funnier movies. It was scary and funny at the same time. It was a well-made movie. I like the movie Scream a lot. The original Scream, I don't know about any of the sequels, and I think there's many sequels, but I haven't seen any of them, but I only saw the original Scream. And I liked it, but didn't get a chance to see the sequels because sequels don't really look good usually. They're not that good usually. Very few sequels are actually good. Like, I mean, Beverly Hills Cop 2 was good. That was probably one of the only sequels that I really liked. Well, Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi were very, very good sequels. I stopped putting on Halloween costumes when they became too long, didn't read. Yeah. Maybe Darth Vader. Got to work on the vocal. Ooh. Darth Vader is a very fancy costume. You're going to need, you got to go dressed up like with the whole thing. But if you can make it look, if you can get something that will give you Darth Vader vocals, maybe some sort of mouth voice changer. You saw the first few Scream movies? Yeah. Didn't they redo them now and made another series or something? I don't know. Really, Diffie? I haven't seen any Christmas decorations. I've seen fall. They have a beautiful fall decorations over at Safeway with all these pumpkins and scarecrows and all that thing that you associate with fall. Not even necessarily Halloween, just fall, basically autumn. You know what I mean? So, yes, yeah. The actor who played Darth Vader passed away. James Earl Jones. Who was he didn't play Darth Vader as an actor. He played Darth Vader as a voice actor. He only did the voice part. And yes, unfortunately, he passed away. James Earl Jones. What a great actor. What a great man. What a cool guy. He was in Field of Dreams. He was just had probably the greatest voice in all of Hollywood. He also, I don't know if you guys know, but on CNN, they used to say, "This is CNN," and that was his voice. Like when they would go to commercial. This is CNN. David Prowse was the actual actor who played Darth Vader. And is he still alive? No, he's died too, says Mark. Or David Prowse did, sorry, not died. David Prowse did play that actor, but I think he may have also died too. I'm not sure. I went to check out Spirit of Halloween. They have a theme every year. It was clowns and carnivals. They carried unique costumes for couples, rated R. Ooh, they have that store here, Spirit Halloween Spirit store where they sell so many different costumes. They have everything there, but you got to go early in the season. You got to go like before October 20th probably, because otherwise you're going to get there's not going to be much left. All those costumes are going to get taken up. All the best ones are going to get taken up. But I have found good costumes there the last couple of years that I've been here in California. I found good costumes right at the end of close to Halloween, like a couple days before Halloween. They will still have some not bad costumes there. He is also passed away. Many of the actors of Star Wars are slowly passing away. Carrie Fisher passed away. Yes, these are R-rated couples costumes. You don't even want to know, Kurt. You don't even want to know what Maroof and her husband are into. Okay, good to know, Mark. God bless him too. $80. I know. Well, yes. Actually, they're not cheap. Okay, the costumes that they sell are not cheap because they have. But they come with everything usually. Do you need accessories? I don't know. Usually the costumes that buy, they already have all the accessories and everything with them. Sometimes you might need to buy more stuff, but it depends what you're going. I don't know what kind of accessories you and your husband use for your R-rated costumes. I think we can all, imagine what kind of accessories you might be using. Yes, well, yeah, I think it happens to everybody in the world. Oh, your kids were astonished by the R-rated costume that you and your husband. Was it like some sort of 50 Shades of Grey kind of thing going on over there, Maroof, with handcuffs and other kinds of accessories, as you might call them? Maybe yes, accessories we're calling them now. Maroof is living it up. Maroof is living it up with the accessories her and her husband are buying. All right, everyone. We have reached the 90-minute mark. I am going to end the live stream now. We've had a nice hour and a half chat. I got to get some dinner in me and do some other stuff. And it is around 7:17. It's on this very hot day here in San Francisco. Thanks for joining, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the home stream. Yahya and Kurt and Mark and Maroof. Maroof says, you don't celebrate. Oh, wow. I don't even want to say what that is, but you guys can read it on the screen what Maroof is talking about. So some serious crazy R-rated stuff going on in there in Maroof land. Yes, Kurt, I'm going to get tacos or an enchilada. Medano says thank you. Yes, you're very welcome. Oh, I'm so sorry, Yahya. And nice seeing you again, Mark, as well. Thanks, Juanita, for moderating. Goodbye to Jazz. Goodbye to Shaquille. 519 Magical Thinking. Melanie. And anyone else who I may have missed. I hope you have a wonderful week. And we will see you later on in the week. And, we'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now. See you guys.